Yo, what is up guys? This is a Zero Saver. What's up bitches? Now guys, little quick update before the creepypasta. Anime review, let's start with that. The anime review sadly got shut down because it did have some copyright shit. Well, maybe it was the anime I was playing in the background, which sucks. But it's not like I worked a very long time. I actually wasted like an hour, but if it was like 6, I'd probably fight for it. But if you guys want to see it, sure, I'll get it up there, try to, erase copyright stuff and such. But nonetheless, guys, another thing I want to say is that you might hear the vocals and shit differently because I did learn how to use Audacity like a motherfucker. But if you guys want to learn, I'll link something in the description below. Tell me in the comment section if you want me to link you to the video. It's really good, I think it helps. But nonetheless, guys, oh yeah, really quick, I am sick, so if you hear me sniffing and shit, just try to ignore it. It's okay. I think I'm getting a lot better than I was when I filmed my anime review. I think I even coughed at one point, but okay, who cares. Nonetheless, guys, hope you guys enjoy the creepypasta. The creepypasta is called The Expressionless. I find it really cool, and since it was one of the first creepypastas I ever heard, it did kind of scare me. But nonetheless, guys, this is the creepypasta, The Expressionless. I hope you guys enjoy. In 1972, of June, a woman appeared in the Sendar Sinai hospital in nothing but a white, blood-covered gown. Now, this in itself should not be too surprising, as people often have accidents nearby and come to the nearest hospital for medical attention. There was 2 things that caused people who saw her to vomit or flee in terror. The first being that she wasn't exactly human. She resembled something close to man, but she had the dexterity and fluidity of a normal human being. Her face was flawless as a mannequin's, devoid of eyebrows and smeared in makeup. There was a kitten clamped in her jaws, so unnaturally tight that no teeth could be seen, and the blood was still squirting out of her gown and onto the floor. Then she pulled it out of her mouth, tossed it aside, and collapsed. For the moment she stepped through the entrance, to when she was taken to the hospital room and cleaned up before being prepared for sedation, she was completely calm, expressionless, and motionless. The doctors thought it would be best to retain her until the authorities could arrive, and she did not protest. There, we were unable to get any kind of response from her, and most staff members felt too uncomfortable to look directly at her for more than a few seconds. But the second the staff tried to sedate her, she fought back with extreme force. 2 members of staff had to hold her down as her body rose up from the bed with the same blank expression. She turned her emotionless eyes towards the male doctor, and she did something unusual. She smiled. As she did, the female doctor screamed and let go out of shock. As a woman's mouth were not in the woman's mouth, they were not human teeth, but long, sharp spikes. Too long for her mouth to close fully without causing any damage. The male doctor stared back at her for a moment before asking, "What in the hell are you?" She cracked her neck down to her shoulders to observe him, still smiling. There was a long pause. The security had been alerted and could be heard coming down the hallway. As he heard them approach, she darted forward, sinking her teeth to the front of his throat, ripping out his jugular and letting him fall to the floor, gasping for air as he choked on his own blood. She stood up and leaned over him, her face coming dangerously close to his as the light faded away from his eyes. She leaned closer and whispered this into his ear. "I am God." The doctor's eyes filled with fear as he watched her calmly walk away to greet the security man. His last ever sight would be watching her feast on one of them. The female doctor who survived the incident named her the Expressionless. There was never a sighting of her